We're going to look at action next. Action is simply the height of the string off the neck, and it's set down here at the bridge. There's two basic types of bridges on guitars. This type has a kind of a combined bridge and tailpiece. What's nice about this from a setup standpoint is there's an individual saddle for each string. So not only does it allow movement forward or back for intonation, which we'll do in a moment, but it also allows individual height adjustment. So from a setup standpoint, this is it has some advantages just because you can individually adjust each string. The other common kind of bridge for a guitar is a tune-o-matic style. It's very similar, except instead of having an individual saddle adjustment, there's a thumb wheel on either side, so you adjust action by raising or lowering the pole on either side of the bridge. If you do have this type of bridge, you'll notice that there's two screws on each saddle on either side of the string. You're going to want to make sure that these saddles are parallel to the bridge plate. So you should adjust these screws so that the equal height on either side, and then from there on, any adjustments you make, you should make equal amount of rotation on each screw. The process for measuring and setting string height involves using the 6-inch steel ruler. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay it on top of the 17th fret, which is typically where the neck meets the body, behind the string that you're looking at, and looking at how high it is on the ruler and then making adjustments as necessary. Now, the most common specification for action is around 4 to 6/64 inch, and you can imagine that'd be very small increments on a ruler, perhaps very hard to see. As it so happens, the midpoint 5/64 is very close to 2 millimeters, and it's not uncommon for these rulers to have inch on one side and metric on the other, and the metric lines are going to be a little easier to see. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to set it to about 2 millimeters, and again set it, I'm going to start with the 6th string, set it at the 17th fret, and observe. Now this one's a little high. It's about 2.5 millimeters or so. So I want to lower that. And I know that these saddle screws require a 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench. So let's go ahead and make that adjustment. Now, like other adjustments, this does affect tuning. So let's just take another look. It was quite flat. Okay, get the ruler out, 17th fret, and see where we're at. You can go down just a hair more. Again, make the same amount of turns on either side. And take a look at where you're at. And that's good. Just repeat the same process all the way down to the treble side of the neck. And this is one of these adjustments that really is variable to your particular preference. You may find that you can get it quite a bit lower and tolerate even a very small amount of buzzing. In return, get very good quick action of the upper registers of the neck. So this is something you can experiment with. And the next thing we're going to do is look at pickup height. And the closer the pickups are to the strings, obviously you're going to get more output. But if you have them too close to the strings, you may get some weird artifacts. They may start interfering with your playing or so on. So there are specifications for correct pickup height. And again, we're going to use the steel ruler, and it's measuring the clearance between the string and the pickup with the 12th fret depressed. Now, if you have a guitar like this with raised pole pieces, then you're going to want to measure from the top of the pole piece to the bottom of the string. If they're flush with the body, then just measure from the top of the body. These specs can vary quite a bit, but 2 millimeters is kind of a good general spec to use. And again, you're going to want to fret the last fret. So let's go ahead and check this side. See where we're at. And they're looking pretty good there. And also good there. So this doesn't need any adjustment. If you were to adjust it, You do so by adjusting these screws on either side of the pickup. But the other thing that's very important with any changes in pickup height, or even if you don't make changes, is to spend quite a bit of time playing the guitar, really paying attention to output across all 6 strings, different playing styles and so on, because you're really going to have a good uniform output as you play the guitar and determine whether any further adjustment is needed. Okay, that takes care of action and pickup height, and we're going to conclude in just a second with intonation.